In Section 9, we'll take a look at the setup of the go-tos that can be added to SmartList Builder. A go-to is a drill-down function from a SmartList to something like a GP window. It is the same functionality that you see in the default SmartList, where you can double-click on a record or hit the Go-To button and open a GP window with the data pre-populated for you. SmartList Builder allows you to set up these go-tos as well. There is actually more functionality available in SmartList Builder than there is in the standard SmartList. With the go-tos in SmartList Builder, you have the option to use the following types. The first is built-in go-tos. They were added in SmartList Builder 2013. The go-tos that are set up on the default SmartList have all been set up as a built-in go-to in SmartList Builder. This means that you don't have to set them up from scratch as you have had to in the past. The Open Form go-to allows you to create a new go-to for most of the Microsoft Dynamics GP, additional product, and third-party product windows. With this setup, you'll need to map the fields for the window that you want to populate. The Open File go-to will allow you to open a file that you have saved. It does require that the path to that specific file be stored in a GP field. The Open SmartList go-to allows you to open any other SmartList you have, whether it's one of the default SmartLists or another one that you have set up in SmartList Builder. The Open Website go-to allows you to open a website that is stored in a GP field. If you know how the website accepts parameters, you can also use the data in GP fields to pass parameters to the website. The Execute Procedure go-to option is there for developers to create their own pre-built go-tos. This is generally used by third-party product developers to create go-tos that will be available for you when you install their application or import their SmartList Builder setups. The Run Drill Down go-to option allows you to pull in the setups that you have built in Drill Down Builder into SmartList Builder so that you don't have to rebuild them in SmartList Builder again. If you also have Extender installed, the Open Extender resource go-to will also be available. This gives you the ability to drill back to an Extender form directly. Note that this is only available for Extender forms. It does not work with the Extender windows. And if you're using GP10 or 2010, there is also an option for advanced go-tos. These allow you to drill into the inquiry zoom windows. You cannot set up these windows using the Open Form option because the window does not allow data to be passed to it directly. They're no longer on SmartList Builder, starting with Microsoft Dynamics GP 2013, as they were replaced by the built-in go-to option. Let's take a look at how we'd set up a few of these different go-tos in SmartList Builder. Now to build to our GL transaction list, we'd actually like to add a couple of go-tos so that we can go back to the GP data in more detail. So let's add a go-to first for the detail inquiry. We can do that by clicking Modify to go to SmartList Builder. Then we can click Go-Tos. We'll click the Add button, and we'll do a built-in go-to. And the built-in ones are set up to mimic the default go-tos that are in SmartList. So if there's a SmartList, you know, like the account transactions runs a go-to that you want to have, we can use the built-in one to do that. We'll just call this detail inquiry. And then the SmartList that I know it's on is the account transactions. So I'm going to pick the GP product and account transactions for the SmartList and detail inquiry for the go-to that I want. Now you can see here there's a couple of fields that aren't mapped. We do want to map the account index, and we're going to do that to the account number in the year-to-date transaction open. The other ones here, we could map if we need to. In our scenario, we don't need to have those mapped. So we'll save this and say OK and save our SmartList Builder setup, and let's look at our go-to. We'll highlight our 1508 journal entry and do our detail inquiry. And now you can see it brought up the account, put in the year, and it is showing our journal entries there for that detail inquiry window. The other go-to that we'd like to do is to open the SmartList for accounts. So we can modify our SmartList again, go to Go-Tos, and we'll add another one, and we'll choose Open SmartList. The description, we'll just call it Accounts. And now we have to tell it what SmartList do we want to open. Well, we want to open the Accounts one, which is a Microsoft Dynamics GP SmartList. Then we'll pick Accounts. And now we just have to tell it when we open Accounts, what do I want to take from my list that I have right now, my GL transactions, and pass through so that it restricts that new account list that we're opening. Well, I want to do it by account number. So we're going to do account index. And now I can say it's equal to and put in a specific account like the 1100 account or something like that, but I want to do it where it matches the account number in that list. So we'll just map it to account index by checking the SmartList field, and then we get to pick the different fields in that SmartList. So we'll save this go-to and say OK on our go-to window and save our SmartList Builder setup to get it to update SmartList. And now you can see if I just pick, say, this 411002 account, do the go-to to accounts, it restricts that account list by the 411002 account. So I can drill into another SmartList in more detail. You might use this in a scenario where maybe you're creating a summary list and a detail list, and I want to drill from the summary down to the detail. Or maybe I have a customer list and I want to drill down to the sales transactions for that customer. We can use this SmartList go-to to quickly create a small list that we can drill into more detail then. Just to show you the other types of go-tos that were available there, if we go back to SmartList Builder and click Go-To, the other ones we have are Open Form, where it allows you to open almost any form that's available in Microsoft Dynamics GP, the add-on products, and any third-party modules you might have. We have Open File, where if you're storing a path to a file, we can open that file for you. Open Website, we can have it open a website, and if you're passing parameters through from fields you have stored, maybe you store passwords for that site, we can pass those through to that website so that it logs you in. Execute procedures for third-party developers. Run drill down. When we get to drill down builder, we can use those here so that we don't have to recreate them again. We've already set them up once. We can use them here. If you're using extender, you can open your extender forms. And then we can add separators if we'd like to, just so that we can put like a dash, and you'll see one in this list here. So it has view, then it has a dash, and then it has the other list, just to separate them on the menu. And if I show you that, you can see it just puts a line there as a separator between the different go-to types. Please complete exercises 10, 11, and 12 at this time. When you're done, continue with section 10. If you'd like to see exercises 10, 11, and 12 completed by me, please play the section 9 exercise review.